Cheery! If you haven't already, go check out my dadgum overcooked tri-tip and drunken taters that I made last week. This morning, I'm wetting your taste buds with this Mountain Man breakfast. Cheery!
Hey, it's Joel here. Checking out this older video from Alan Thrall. I've been following Alan on YouTube for, I don't know, best part of a decade. He has some pretty cool content, not for everybody, and he's lost the beard recently. I don't know. But he does do some cool videos about lifting, particularly like strongman lifts and power lifts. So if you're interested in finding out how to squat, he's got some classic videos that are a decade old about those. They seem to be pretty evergreen. Anyway, he also cooks some pretty funky stuff. So let's check out what Alan's cooking today.
Last video, this meal was made with a cast iron Dutch oven, charcoal, and no electricity. Oh yeah, and a coffee percolator. I like to add a little bit of oil to a paper towel when I'm starting my charcoal chimney. It burns better.
He's not really a redneck, although he sounds like it at the moment. Sorry, Alan.
Sometimes in life, we just need to slow down and grind some coffee beans. I used a filter for my percolator because I thought my grind might have been too fine, which would have slipped through the holes. For those of you who don't know, a coffee percolator is a coffee maker that boils water up through a tube that boils over and spills out at the top, pouring over the coffee grounds, circulating over and over. Eventually, the coffee boils up through the tube and pours onto itself. The longer you let the coffee percolate, the stronger the coffee is.
Cooking over charcoals is
I placed my coffee in the bed of charcoal and tried to build up the briquettes around the pot.
I'm not sure that's the most efficient way to boil water though. The briquettes, although they get hot, it's probably better off boiling over gas.
Once the Dutch oven was hot, I added some breakfast sausage.
In Australia, we call this a camp oven, not a Dutch oven. A Dutch oven belongs in the kitchen. Camp ovens belong in the fire. Minor thing I wanted to give you.
Then I added about a half an onion and half a green bell pepper, chopped.
Looks good.
I sprinkled on more of that smoked barbecue seasoning from the night before because it was the only seasoning that I packed and because I like it.
You don't have to justify that.
Then I threw in the leftover potatoes from last night. They're already cooked, so they just need to be heated up. And while the potatoes were reheating, I whipped together 12 eggs.
It's not a quick breakfast.
Before adding the eggs to the pot, I shredded some cheese on top. Now, as you can see, the Dutch oven is not sitting perfectly flat, and that's okay. It's alright if it's not perfect because camping ain't perfect. I just rotated the oven a couple times over the next few minutes. I gotta say, nothing beats a cool morning and some fresh, piping hot black coffee.
That's true.
Now this next part is optional, but being from California, I like to put avocado on my eggs. Not every morning, but maybe once a week. And when I was in the Marine Corps stationed on the East Coast, other Marines would make fun of me for doing this. Is this like only a California thing? Do you like avocado on your eggs? Am I a weirdo? At last, breakfast.
No, avocado.
I like the tri-tip. I should have taken this off the heat a little sooner, but it was still great.
Yeah,
Again, beats an old donut for breakfast. Oh yeah, and don't forget the hot sauce too. Mmm.
Yeah, well played, Alan. That does look delicious. It's almost like a frittata in the camp oven. Anyone knows what a frittata is? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed Alan's breakfast video. About 7 million people have. If you want to look at my videos, it's optional, but somewhere over here is a link to my beginner guide to 1 meal a day, because I do OMAD and fasting, and it's coming into 2024. So depending on when you're watching this video, you might want to start the OMAD diet. So that's a great video to check out. Also, I've been doing OMAD for over a year and I managed to lose a bit of weight doing it. So here's my 1 year on OMAD video, which I recently published. So check those out. Thanks for tuning in. And if you haven't checked out Alan's channel, I'd highly recommend it. Cheers.